What's going on, guys? Teen Mechanic here. I figured you should probably see this car. Well, it's kind of blinded by the sun because it's so early. But you should probably see this car with the hood down, looking like a normal car. You know, it's not going to stay like that for long. Anyway, this video is going to be a relatively short one, but I wanted to bring it to you nonetheless because, I don't know, yesterday I got a little bit frustrated, as most of you can probably imagine. And, you know, I said that I was done with this motor and that I will probably be going some other route, maybe swapping this with a Chevy, something like that. You know, I would like to first, before I do anything else, I would like to actually pull the intake off, pull the lifters out, and see if this camshaft moves. Now, if it does move, and if it comes out, I'm going to look at the camshaft. That's what this video is going to be about. And I want to see if there's any damage or if it was binding on anything, if the bearings are good, because if the bearings are good, I would like to replace the camshaft, and maybe we'll see, because they're only $90 for a Melling towing camshaft, which you can use with the original valve springs, and I mean, you have to get equivalent lifters. You can't use the old ones. I mean, you shouldn't use the old ones, but anyway, we'll see what happens here, but I think I'd like to try replacing the camshaft, or at least pulling it out and seeing what the damage is. So let's do that now. Alrighty, so I got the intake off, as you can see. I have it sitting over there. I got the push rods out too, and all the rockers are actually still in place because you can just kind of pivot them and pull the rods out. Now, if you don't know how to remove lifters, which I can guarantee all of you do, you just usually use some kind of magnet. This is not a very strong magnet, but you can see the lifter will come out, usually with not too much force. You should use a stronger magnet, but I'm just gonna have to wiggle them all out as is. But I just figured I'd show you because I only recently learned how to remove lifters, only about a year and a half ago, and I didn't know how easy it was. I thought you needed some kind of like bearing remover tool or something. I had no idea. So anyway, let's get them all out one by one, and then we can see if we can get this camshaft out. So most of these seem to be pretty stuck in here, so I'm going to maybe try to wear a pair of gloves, but first I want to see if I can get them out with maybe some pliers or something. I'm not sure, but I don't know. It's going to take a little bit of finesse. So you can see how difficult this one is. I'm just going to have to do the rest of them off camera. Okay, so here is the first lifter. I actually got it out fairly soon after I stopped the video. But this is what a lifter looks like, a hydraulic lifter, or flat tappets, or whatever you want to call it. Now, the inside of this is actually relatively spongy, and that's because these are hydraulic. They fill up with oil. A lot of people leave them sitting in oil overnight before they install them. I don't do that. I don't think that's the right way to adjust valve lash. But that is a lifter right there. Now let's go get the other 15 of them. Okay, I got every single lifter out of there. Now, it wasn't exactly easy or hard. Some of them were a lot more stubborn than others. But now, let's see if we can get this camshaft out. I'm actually pretty eager. Here's the cam bolt. Nope. Not budging. Just kind of like I was worried. Wow, that's nonsense. It's not budging by hand. Let's see if we can pry it with... Yep, there we go. I got it. All right, here we go. I have a funny feeling this will not come out with the radiator in. I was right. Will not come out with the radiator in, so I guess I gotta take the freaking radiator out. Okay, let's try now. The condenser too. Okay, now with both different radiator-like things moved, like the condenser and radiator, we can get this camshaft out now. So here's the camshaft. Now, exactly what happened. If you missed the last video, there would have already been a card on screen now to see that. Let me show you. So basically, this thing here on this end, this is where the bolt goes in, the distributor rides on that. This is the end of the camshaft, and it just sheared off. It sat right in there, exactly like that. Exactly like that, actually. And then the sprocket would sit on that, but this broke right off. So camshaft is done, unfortunately. This is really all I wanted to do this video, but actually while we're here, we may as well look at how much wear is on this thing. This, I can tell you, is not a 43,000 kilometer camshaft. The bearings are in good shape, which is good. I don't see any scoring or pitting. It's very smooth. Well, actually, no, there's not really any scoring. I don't see any scoring. I mean, you can see the rest of it. Like, look at these cam lobes. Look at how worn they are. Like, I mean, there's lots of oil crap on them. And, I mean, you can just see how shiny they are. I mean, this actually isn't in terrible shape, but not 43,000 clicks. There's lots of oil sludge on this one, too. Anyway, so that's really it. I had to take both of those out. And now, I mean, we should look at these bearings. That doesn't seem right to me. That seems pretty rough to me, actually. Look at this bearing here. Tell me, does that look right to you? That does not look right to me. I mean, it's smooth going this way. I can't feel... Oh yeah, I feel scoring. Now, is the bearing supposed to look like that? It looks like it's a two-piece design, and I don't think that's how it goes. That bearing does not look right. But anyway, see if you can see in there. That's one of the only views of this you're gonna get. There you go. That is where the camshaft sat, and all those holes up there is where the lifters were. That's a pretty cool picture, actually. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for this video, honestly. The bearings, this bearing concerns me. The other ones don't look too bad. Yeah, so actually I may as well show you the lifters. I got them all out, obviously, and you can see here they are. They all look like they're in pretty, decent shape. I'm not going to reuse them if I decide to go with this motor. But if the bearings are shot, you guys got to let me know if this bearing is supposed to be like that. But if the bearings are shot, I'm absolutely not tearing down the whole crank assembly just so I can replace some $16 bearings. Honestly, yeah, it's hard to see the other bearings, but I don't know. I'll do some research. Anyway, if I decide to go with this motor, I'm gonna go with a Melling camshaft, one that's meant for towing, and it says that you can use it with the stock valve springs, stock or slightly modified motor. Yeah, so anyway, I am gonna get out of here now. So if you enjoyed today's video, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike, but let me know in the comment section below how I can improve. But let me know, more important, I want to know about those bearings. Any camshaft experts out there? I want to know exactly if this motor's worth it. I mean, because I could just put a new camshaft in it, perhaps, and some new lifters. But for it to snap like that, I feel like it's sheared off. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Let me know in the near future what you want to see with this thing, because I got to get it out of my dad's driveway, or at least able to get out of his driveway. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.